So I think the recording stopped when I started doing that problem. So there is the answer, but I'm going to redo it. So I wrote it right here. Something I noticed is they all have a 3. So I'll divide out a 3. They all have an x. And I notice this one has 4, this one has 3, and this one has 2. So I can take out 2. And I'm going to write what's left. I divided out the 3. So I'm left with 4 n's. I took out 2. I have 2 left. 6 divided by 3 is 2. I had 3 n's. I take out 2 n's. I have 1 n left, and then the y. I divided out the 3. I had 2 n's. I took 2 out. I got none left, or I have none left, excuse me. Now I know that what makes this problem difficult are the n's and the y's, so I'm going to take those out. I'm going to factor this. And now I'll put the y back. Oh, I'll put the n in first. So I'll put the n in first. The y is not on the front end, it's on the back end. So instead of writing 1y, I'm just going to write y. This is the same thing 2 times, so that we write that squared. And then I bring down that 3x to the 2n. Okay? All right. Represent this in 3 different ways. I think you're good to go on these 2. I don't think I need to go over this. Remember, when you're subtracting, change the signs of everything to the right, and then you're good to go. I do want to go over this one. This is g, 6x plus 2, and this is f, 9x squared minus 1. So you're going to factor the top, which means I take out a 2, and I'd be left with 3x plus 1. This is square root. Now I look and see they have something on top and something on bottom, and I'm left with 2 over 3x minus 1. Now, let's say I had a similar problem to that, but I took out a 2x squared, x minus 2, over 4x, just say 4x, okay? When I look, there aren't any parentheses that I can get rid of, but a 2 is being multiplied and the 4 is being multiplied, so that could be a 2. And then I have 2 here, and then I have 1 on the bottom, so I could cross off one of those, and then I'd still be left with an x minus 2 on top, and then I'd be left with a 2 on the bottom. If you look here, this 2 is being subtracted and this one's being multiplied, so I would be done. Just as another example. All right, I think you're good on these because I went over it on the first review. Let's create a system. I'm going to ask you to create a system. It's not letting me zoom out or zoom in for some reason. Sorry. There are 2 numbers such that the sum of their squares is 142, and the difference of their squares is 36. For the test, since it's a 15-minute period, I'm only going to ask you to create a system. For bonus, I will let you solve it. So if you're going to do the bonus, you're going to solve. I notice that these can go away when I add them. So I'd be left with 2x squared equals, let's see, 178. Divide by 2. X squared equals 89. That isn't what I wanted it to do. Let's pretend it's 81, okay? Then I would square root. One value is 9. One value is negative 9. And if you look, that means that one of the numbers is 9. You would take the 9, plug it into x, solve for y, and get the other value.